I always get the top tip, 5-star, sexy loving in the car, like make that wood, highly like a boulevard. Hello friends, it is Riyah. I am back and I know you missed me. It's been a week. That's probably a little bit too long, but you know, doesn't miss me just a smidget, just a little bit. Like, how would this relationship work if you didn't get to, you know, miss me a little bit? Like, just miss me a little bit. It's just a tiny bit. Okay, say hello.
Hi, I'm Aiden.
Okay, this is Aiden, the little pals. Get out of here. Bye. And this is Big E. Say hello.
Hello.
Hello. Say hello.
Hi, I'm Aiden, and I'm going to be teaching you how to spell.
Yeah, so this is a story time. This is story time, guys. This is story time. So, I asked one of my very good friends, she's been my friend since I was 13, whether I should do the story time or not. She said no, but you know, I just couldn't pass up this funny opportunity. And it's really, really funny, guys. You know, it's fun. Okay, so what happened to our mutual friend isn't funny. The fact that she brought up what happened to her as it let me tell you this story. So, I dated this boy. We're gonna call him Rosco. Hey Rosco. We're gonna call him Rosco. So, I dated Rosco when I was just out of high school. I graduated. It wasn't just out of high school. So, I graduated when I was 17, 2008. Shout out to the class 2008 from Chavez. So, I graduated in 2008. I was still 17. I didn't go right to college. Sorry, Daddy. You're mad at me. Then you're probably still mad at me. But I didn't go right to college. I took the whole summer off. Got into a bunch of trouble. That's a bunch of story times right there just in that summer after graduating. Got into a bunch of trouble that summer. The next school year came. I wasn't in college. And my mom was like, you gotta get a job. So, my very good friend, we'll call her Tanya. Hey, Tanya, girl. She was working at Hollister. She told me to apply. She gonna give me like a little in like the question she was gonna ask. So I was very prepared. She told me that they were hiring, which Hollister's always hiring. They have like 1,000 employees there at once. It's way too many people if you ask me. But yeah, so I got the job at Hollister. And one day, I think her friend, she was like, oh yeah, we need a ride home. I don't know if it was like late. I cannot remember why. But her friend Rosco came to pick us up. Her and Rosco went to high school together. So she introduced us, and I can remember, like, I didn't know if he was like flirting or if he was being an asshole. But he was like a little, he was still an asshole. Rosco, you're an asshole, but like in a good way. Like, but you're an asshole. Our relationship is like a whole nother set of story times also. But we're gonna get to the reason for this story time. And the reason for this story time is me and Tanya's mutual, mine and Tanya's mutual friend Nicole. Yeah, mine and Tanya's mutual friend Nicole. Every time Rosco was around, she would like be jerky towards him, roll her eyes, and like she just was like not having it when he was around. And it used to make me like so annoyed with her because me and Nicole had our own history. Like, we were like frenemies. It's like, bitch, this is my man. Like, you need to relax. Like, if he's gonna be around, he's gonna be around. And me, and I think I told somebody just so I think I told Tanya this one time that I thought that Nicole liked Rosco, and that's why she used to be like that around him, because, you know, he wasn't with her, he was with me. And then on the other spectrum, I'm like, yo, like, did y'all talk before or something? Like, did you try to talk to her before? Because Rosco knew them, because they were like, I don't know. Tanya was best friends with we were all me, Tanya, and Alicia were all best friends. But Alicia was best friends with Nicole, and that was mine and Tanya's. Alicia was mine and Tanya's best friend. So Rosco would be around them, he would be around me, but like he was always around. So I'm just like, did they talk before? Like, did they like date? Like, what is the problem? And I asked Rosco, like, what's going on with that? Like, y'all, you had sex with her? You had sex with her? Because Rosco was like my first like stay the night type of real boyfriend. Like, I stayed the night over his house, all that extra. Too young to be doing that type of stuff, and I don't care if I was 18. Now, retrospect, like, I think I was a little bit too far deep in another story time. But yeah, get him like did anything go on. So he said no, she said no, Tanya said no, whatever. So one day we're at Tanya's house. It was like me, Tanya, Nicole, Alicia. It was Tanya's sister. Tanya's sister. And it was Rosco. I don't know if he was dropping me off. I don't know what he was doing. He was there because I was there. He was either dropping me off or bringing me food or something. He was there. And yo, when Nicole was a bitch to him. Like such a bitch. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like he walked out and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like what is it? Like, why don't you like him? Like, why you always doing that? Like, that's my boyfriend. Don't do that. So this is where it gets funny. Aiden is stealing my water right now, and he thinks that I don't see him, but I see him stealing my water. My water.
I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty.
Kids take everything from you. But yeah. So I just can remember, like, why don't you like him? Like, what the fuck is up? So she began to tell us the story. And I'm not going to get into the details of the story she told us because it's not my story. It didn't happen to me. So this part of it isn't funny. But I think the reason for her, she told us she was messing with a boy and he bought her food and she thought that she owed him. She was messing with a guy, he bought her food, and she thought that because he bought her food that she had to sleep with him, but I guess she didn't want to do it, so she felt like it was rape. That's not funny. It is not funny. The funny part is she's gonna say the boy looked like Rosco, so that's why she don't like Rosco. She was crying. It was like a really deep moment. And when she was done with the story, I was like, Nicole, I'm sorry. I just don't believe you. She's crying. And then Tanya's sister's like, yo, Mariah, you're a bitch. But I'm like, yo, that's not a valid excuse for you not to like Rosco. Like, because you feel like he looked like somebody who did something to you that you didn't want to be done, but you went over his house and maybe I'll take that part out. I didn't want to be super mean. Like, Nicole, if you're watching this, you know who you are. I'm really not trying to be like nasty to you. I'm just telling like this story and what happened, and you know this happened. Like, I was jerky. Right, but like at the time, like that was my dude, and I'm just like, yo, son, that's not a good enough reason for you to be an asshole to him every time you come around. Like, that's not a good enough reason. And then I'm like, nah, cause I'm like, yo, that's not true, because like you be playing with him, like you be in his face. Like, that's another reason why I bought that shit. Like, why you always in my nigga face? Like, yo, son, that's why I'm like, yo, this can't be a true story. Or if it is a true story, it's a bullshit excuse as to why you don't like him. So like, you don't like him, he reminds you of somebody who raped you, but you're playing with him, like you're joking around with him, like when, where, and how, bitch. Sorry, Nicole. Sorry. But I didn't get it, and I still don't get it. Like, I don't get it. Like, nah, I don't get it. Like, I don't get that shit. But yeah, so like I think like we had fell out over that shit and everything. But like I remember I told Rosco, like, son, she said X, Y, and Z. Probably wasn't my place to tell him, but like he was like, but like everybody thought I was a bitch for that. But like I just don't get it. Like, this happened to you. Okay, I'm sorry it happened to you. Okay, I'm just saying. He bought her Chinese food, and she said that she felt like she had to have sex with him because he bought her a Jim Toss chicken platter. I'm sorry. Like, all the details. Like, you need all the details to really fully understand why I was like, nah, nigga, nah. Like, that shit ain't happen. Like, if it did happen, I'm sorry, baby cakes. But, like, not a good enough reason for you to be a bitch towards Rosco when he's leaving Tanya's house. Like, that's not cool. Wasn't cool then, not cool now. I didn't believe it then, I don't believe it now. Sorry. So that's what happened. I think like we're still like we're frenemies now. Like we've been frenemies the whole time. We met each other in a pageant that we did. In my sissy, in my sissy, in my sissy, in my sissy.
Oh, you cute.
Oh, thank you. I'm doing the video. Did you create in the pageant together? And when we were like 13, and we've been frenemies since then. Like we've been frenemies since then. Like we argue, make up, argue, and that's just how it was. Like that's how most female relationships are. But like yeah, so that's how we were. And I'm sorry, I just didn't believe her little story excuse then, and I just don't care to believe it now. Like I just think that she really liked him, and it hurt her corazón that he was not with him. I'm sorry. And if you have like maybe she'll see this video and be like, nah bitch, I fucked him, like that's why. And then like I'd be like okay, well it makes sense. But at that point they both said they hadn't dealt with each other, and you know, so that it makes sense to me right now. It makes sense that she was lying and she just really liked him. Now Scooch, if you want to come and tell me like, hit me on Snap like, well I fucked him and that's why the tension was there and that's why this, well tell me that shit. I ain't going to have no hard feelings about it. That's not my nigga no more. I don't care. But it would make more sense. And then like maybe I could apologize for laughing after your story, or maybe I can't. Can't you see there's no other man above you? What a wicked way to treat the girl that loves you. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching my video. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, because I need you to do those things because you love me. And if you don't love me, I'll say it again like I've said it before. I could give two shits. Especially you trolls with them bullshit ass comments. Like, I just be deleting you like quick. But yeah, if you want more story times, let me know. Let me know what else you want to see. Yeah, so I can just give you what you want. Like, that makes sense, right? But yeah, bye friends. It was nice talking to you today. It was nice telling you this little tidbit about my life. Bye. See you later.